peoples. I know. Generally, I'm late. Technically. Hey, Wandering, how you doing? I'm trying to get this other phone set up correctly. Is my Wi-Fi down again? I'm trying to get the other phone on Clapper. Since, like, we can't do scratch-off videos. Hey, Walt Money, we can't do scratch-off videos on TikTok anymore. Because it's, too good for TikTok. I don't really understand how it's considered, like, illegal, but it's not really illegal. But now some folks, they pushed it too far, which kind of killed it for the rest of us human beings. So they pissed off TikTok. Despite the government's mad at TikTok anyway, so, let it ride. Anyways, guys, how y'all been? I know it's been a little bit. I know some of y'all missed me. Probably not. But that's okay. Let's see if I can jerry this other phone correctly on this stand. If I cough, I do not have the Rona. My allergies have been on fire for days, okay? So I'm just, generally dying. The usual. Why is this blurry as hell? There is nothing I can do on Clapper to fix this. So, TikTok done pissed off the government. However, TikTok is gonna die on the same knife that they decided to ride on with their independent BS to an extent. So TikTok has blocked not only scratch-offs, they blocked all form of gambling, which includes the people that used to go to bingo, casinos, any form of casinos. You're gonna make me cough. Oh my God, Wandering. Everything done pisses off TikTok when we got enough rats on TikTok. They're like, oh my God, it's alive. Report. Oh my God. You can't. So they don't mess it up for the rest of us. So like, I had one life. I had 2 lives, okay? The one life, I felt rich. I made a whole $2. Yeah. Well, okay, like $1.17. I kind of rounded that up by a little bit. So I made like $2. But TikTok was like, oh no, this is a one-time deal. Not for you. Try again. Never. So then I went online, didn't know that they like high ban to that extent. They're not even being reasonable about shit. And this thing is focusing on everything else. Do you see how blurry this is? This shit refuses. But anyway, yeah, it's so dumb. So like TikTok, as soon as I went on, boom, I wasn't even up there for 5 whole minutes. They're like, oh, hell no live for you. Nice try. That's not happening. And I'm like, what the, how dare you? Hey, Winfred, how you doing? Yeah, there's no point to even trying. There is no focus on this. I don't even understand how is this a thing. Even if I flip it, you can see my ceiling. But even my phone is blurry. Does that count? There is no way I can fix that on that phone. So I don't know what is that. But we will move on. So here we are today with the triple golden cherries. I have a whole full book. I think I did 4 times, but I'll try again. It's just there's nothing that will focus it whatsoever, and this is my deceased dad's phone because I still kept his. Since why give up a 4K phone back to the guy? Yeah, it's still, as soon as I did that, it still won't even like process. They got to do something about their app again. I think it doesn't have an issue if I flip the camera toward my face, if I was gonna like do face stuff. But if I'm trying to get it to focus on words, it's like, hell no. But anyways, I know, right? Because like, until I have 1K subscribers, which I feel is gonna take 50 bajillion years, which ain't happening anytime soon, I can't actually do memberships or subscriptions or just get random donations until I'm 1K, which is kind of stupid because after you being on and you doing a certain amount of lives, it should like qualify enough, in my opinion, to be included into the ranks for that. Also, speaking of the devil, since I want to say I started 2019 scratching with y'all, and in that time I have seen a lot of scratchers come and go, including myself, who rise from the dead. But in all of that, I noticed some of the old ones that used to kick around aren't around no more. I know, right? Wandering. That blue moon strikes again. I'm telling you. And who's my Facebook folks? Y'all haven't even spoken. I see there's 2 of y'all. Don't try to be cute. You come in this house, you got to open the door, say hi to everybody. Don't be rude. So yeah, I haven't seen some of the old classics I used to see ride around on YouTube. Where's some of the greats gone to, guys? Like, and some of the ones that I've seen, repetitively at least still put out videos and stuff, they're not getting the subscribers like, Platinum and, like AR Platinum. I want to Get Rich. Who else is up there? And like we got some fly-by-nighters that showed up, hit something, and then like disappeared off the planet of the Earth. Oh, really? Well, that kind of sucks. It's kind of unfair. Why she ain't, wait a minute. Why she ain't got no YouTube? How that supposed to work? Hey. Hi, girl. Hey. All right, guys. We have fresh toilet paper here for the taking as we are preparing for hurricane season. I know what I've signed up for, so I'm ready for how this turns out. I agreed to do a $5 book. I questioned if I should do a $5 book. I'm like, but it looks pretty. But this is going to be hard as hell to go ahead and, kick out something good. But it looks pretty. Yeah, I went with the pretty. Oh, you talking about Asshole and Fred? Okay, so Coco's still on the shits, as usual. But Coco has the shot collar on, so she trying to behave now. She done pissed me off one too many times. I can't even go around the whole block with this butthole at all. You know what she does to me? She literally stands on the center console of the car so she can see everything and bark in my freaking ear no matter where I go. Tries to take off the arm of the lady at Whataburger in the drive-thru. Sure as hell can't take her with me when I try to get my shrimp boil. But I'm like, no, this is your only car ride. And she pulls the heartstrings every time because she's like, I want want to go. I want to go. And she's bouncing all over the place in front of the door. And then I feel bad. And then right as soon as she gets in the car, she's an asshole again. It's like, I don't know why I keep trying. Yeah. It's, oh, most people don't know it's a shock collar. So, I don't think I don't have the button in here. So for clarification, it don't only do shocking, guys. I'm not that type of mean. But I bought it for my dad back in the day because she was such a butthole. Here's the thing. She bites somebody, I'm in trouble. So I don't care about y'all feelings if she has a shock collar. Because I'm the one that's liable if she bites somebody. Okay? So every time she sees red and she wants to act a fool, here comes me with the little button to go clicky clicky. Okay? Y'all can call it what you want. Like that's mean. That's inhumane. I don't give a damn. Because I am trying everything to keep my parents' dog, and she needs discipline. She has none. She does not care about my feelings at all. So this is where we are today. So, let's see. So I tried an experiment, and good old YouTube went ahead and crushed my experiment one more again. I tried to go ahead and pull out, I tried to get my TV in the other room to play jazz music instead of trying to play something off of YouTube, because they don't really change their library for nothing. So it's like the same crap we've been listening to forever. And unfortunately, I only was on here for like 4 minutes and boom, copyright. I'm like, come on, man. So we are going to be stuck with the good old usuals that I've been using for a little bit, because apparently if it's their music, it's not a problem. If it's my music, no. Okay, so we got some music, and I need to share this out, and we can go ahead and begin. Oh no. It's a whole different attitude change when the collar is on. Like, right now, she would be barking at nothing but air, okay? With the collar on, there's peace in the Middle East and in America at the same time. It's amazing, okay? It's amazing. She's not bullying Ruby like usual. She's not harassing me like usual. It's good. Promise. It's the idea that I have the collar on. I don't even have to have the button for her to act right. That's the best part. So, here we are. Try and behave. Okay, let's put that one in there. I think that should be good. Welcome, YouTube fam. Don't forget to come on in and say hey to all the brethren. We don't have nobody on Facebook right now, but they will be in and out as usual. Is the music too loud? If it is, please let me know. Try to even this out. This kind of looks weird because this is not even. Is the music too loud, y'all? And this thing is not on my Wi-Fi. Please warn me if I am buffering at all. Because I don't even understand how I got like 5G in one bar. Some things just don't make sense right now. Can y'all still hear me and see me? Hello. Because it's not saying I'm buffering on there. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to use the other phone as a hotspot. Yeah, let's see if I can do that. That one's up as a hotspot. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if I can click into the other phone. My computer is just spinning. It sounds like I sound like I'm underwater, or just the music in the background. I mean, technically, this is a new song to me. Ooh. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me just fine, and we can go ahead and begin. Because something's wrong with my house net, and it's just not trying to activate right now. Hey Vermont Scratcher, how are you doing? Now see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't see you on my phone. Oh, wait. Now I do. Okay. I think we're good, y'all. I think we're good. Awesome. Okay. Moving on. So, what we have tonight for tonight's special. It's a $5 triple golden cherries ticket. This is a $300 book. And there's two sections for scratching. We got D section and we got D section. So, Miss LMMG over here has won recently. She found $600 in her bookie book. I'm trying to beat her. But no, it'd be kind of cool to actually find like $500 in a $5 ticket. And before she actually started scratching, I thought about buying one of these anyway, so it's kind of weird. So, here we are today. The tier section for winning on these is different. You know, a lot of 5s, then it goes to 10, 15, 20, and then it starts jumping up. Maximum is 500. As it is the newest ticket, it has the most wins possible. But do remember your family tickets, like the life tickets, Monopoly tickets, the 100X tickets, or the X tickets, Gold Rush. The family tickets will always have the most winners available. If you want to just, win something to win something, those are the ones you want to go after because they print the most winners on there. Do keep in mind when you are looking at the statistics online about scratch-offs, when you're seeing how many winners are out there, they don't ever print the losers. They never print the amount of losers. You know why? Because they keep printing them. That's why. So, just, food for thought. Just keep an eye on how many winners are left before, trying to take on some of the older tickets. Unless you're just going for top prizes. That's on you. Alright, so, as I said, we have two sections with this one. We have the bonus game at the top, 4 sections, and in each one you actually have to match all 3 cherries to actually have a win. And then down here on the bottom, you have this magical cherry. If you find a cherry, despite it has like 3 cherries, you win triple the prize shown. If you find a stack of cash, it's 10 times the prize shown. So, it will be a process. Let's go ahead and start off on top. Let's see, I wanna... Yeah. And then I think... Yeah, that'll be fine. Sorry if my little fat fingers has this shadow. It's just a thing. It's going to happen. It's staying. Okay. So, as I said, the goal is to have 3 matching numbers. Let's see if I can actually find one. So, from the few tickets I bought so far, yeah, I have not won in this bonus section, so that is not a thing for me yet. But I've seen a lot of good numbers come out of here. Just not for little old me. And too good to be true for you to give me a third 200. Me. Hey, Big Norb, how you doing? It's been a while. It's been a while. So these tickets are a bit clayish, so I have to push a little bit harder. So I apologize if at some point they're just going to be, like, the spots are going to get really dirty. Shocker, we have a 19 right off the bat. Okay. So, I had a strange event happen the other day. So, I was reheating my shrimp boil. It was the best thing ever. So, I turned the oven on and turned it up. And I turned it up to, like, $5 it is. Where are all my markers? Oh my god. Oh my god. All my markers are missing. Okay. Anyways. So I turned on my oven. And I was getting it preheated and everything. I thought it was all Gucci and all gravy. You know what I did? I set the oven to go off in like 50 minutes. And I was a little happy turkey thinking I was going to have this seafood boil. So then I decided I was going to put I was going to make some more little boiled eggs to go with it. And in doing so, you know what's the one thing I forgot? And it didn't dawn on me because I can't smell right now with my nose. Tragic, right? I never once smelled the seafood boil. So I waited for a whole 15 minutes. And I even cooked the eggs and even put them on the side for hard boil and everything like that. And guess what? There was no seafood boil. Because I clearly did not cook it. Yeah. Whole 50 minutes wasted. Severely disappointed. No food for me for a whole nother hour. I've never done that. I was thoroughly depressed because I was actually hungry at that point. It was depressing. I know. That's the problem. When you're too stuffed up, you can't smell anything. And that's exactly where I was. Okay. Still nothing here in the bonus games. We're going to keep trying because I gotta scratch all the tickets. Ha-ha! 31.25. 7. 32. 34. And I think the last time I was live, it was before March, I think. Yeah, I think I was live. Hey, Scratchmaster, how you doing? Yeah, I think I was live before March last. So, there have been some changes in the household. Unfortunately, Miss Ruby did not get a chance to turn 10 before she started having old lady issues. So, get this, y'all. Did you know dogs can get diabetes like humans? Yeah. I did not know that. And the only reason why I found out is because she wet my bed 4 times. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And she never does it. But she wet my bed. And then, of course, I had like a pee-pee mat underneath the thing. Because they're my dogs. Just in case, like, you know, one of them pukes or anything. They sleep on my bed. They don't bother me none. Well, so she peed the first time. Pull all the sheets off and everything. Replace everything. Did it again. I'm like, WTF, I know you lying. Yeah, right. I wish the problem was candy. So apparently, she's been eating the same dog food. Hey, Precious, how you doing? So she's been eating the same dog food, and this version of the dog food has an increased amount of protein. Well, protein is bad for dogs for diabetes. And this is very common, apparently, for them to get it. I did not know. So, about the whole peeing the bed. So, something related to diabetes where it makes you have to pee more. Because I guess it's trying to express the excess sugars that are in her system. And that's the only way to remove them. So unfortunately, when she's sleeping, it expresses themselves. Like those glands to try and get that out of her body. Because it's considering it to be a toxin. Is trying to get it out of her body. So she has to pee more. She has to drink more water. She can get dehydrated very easily. Well, in March, actually, right before the 1 year anniversary of my dad's passing, all this went on. Took her to the pet store. I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't know, 1,000 something later. Come to find out she has diabetes. Well, Miss Thing does not like the diabetic wet food. Now, keep in mind, I got a trooper, all right? My little trooper over here, she is like, nah. Well, it's not her fault, Norb. I would put a diaper on her, but I can't. It's bad enough when she does end up having to express herself. It's like on her legs. Because, you know, if a dog sleeps sideways, it's going to be on like one leg or it's going to be on another leg or it's just going to be like on the floor, but they're laying in it already. It's not like she's standing and it goes. It happens. It's just what happens. I can't blame her for that. And I don't want to put her into a diaper because then she's just going to sit in it. It's not it's not so much like a kid, because even though like they have skin just like we do, the problem is because of her fur. So that just sitting on her fur, You mean the cruise ship virus? You went on a cruise? Or you eat somewhere you weren't supposed to eat? But yeah. So, she has diabetes. Miss Thing over here does not like wet food. I have gone through the trenches with this dog because she despises wet food. So not only is it she's diabetic, I have to buy insulin for her, give her shots twice a day, if not more. And on top of that, I have to buy the human glucose monitor for her, guys. And yeah, those aren't cheap either. Ooh, I got it 10 times. It's a whole stack of cash. Oh my god. Cool. So yeah, I have to buy like all of these things for her. And not for granted, I'm not being salty. I want to do whatever I can to keep my pup around because she is my pup, and I already told her, I swear to God, if you die first and you leave me with this asshole named Coco, I will come find you in heaven. And I will drag you back. She's been warned. Because I will like flip a whole lid. I hope. I mean, it's a times 10. I mean, it could be a 50 under here. Could be a 50. I don't know. Could be another match. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. Let's take a wild guess. Is it a 1 under there? Do you think it's a 1 under there? I think it's a 1 under there. Well, let's see. Zeros aren't way over there. We got small zeros? 2. Okay. $20 it is. Alright. Hey, I'll take a 20. A 20 better than a 5. And a 1. I know, right? Me too. So, here's the thing about diabetes in pets. It's actually more common than you think. Anyone's pet can get it. They don't have to be a certain size or a certain weight or a certain height. And I want to make sure y'all can still see me. But on my computer, it totally just stopped. If I'm buffering, please let me know, guys. I think that's just my home internet saying to hell with you. And I don't want to put this on the other phone, too. Okay. So, doggy diabetes is the same as humans, you know. They can go blind too, just like we can, if their sugars are out of whack and it's out of whack too long. So it's a juggling act, and it can take a long time for a dog to be stable between the 12-hour period between the first feeding and then insulin right behind it, and then the second feeding and insulin. Well, Miss Butthole despised wet food, and I bought the wet food thinking wet food was going to be cheaper than dry food. I was wrong. Severely wrong. Because each can of food is like $5. This dog was eating a whole can and a half. Yeah, you heard me. A whole can and a half. Per day! Needless to say, the kibble lasts longer. However, the kibble ain't cheap though. Like, $120 per bag is nuts. And they know it's diabetic food. Like, I hate the idea that you still gonna price gouge medical food for a dog. And a cat. It's not only dogs. So, you got the $120 for the kibbles and bits over here. That's expensive. Now that I'm not buying like the cans of food, there's like 60 something for the insulin, and she doesn't take a small amount of insulin. She actually takes, quite a few milliliters for her to get back to her normal. And then looks like I got a winner down here with that 5. And then the glucose monitors are ungodly necessary because I can't tell if she is high or low. So the glucose monitors per one cost me, like for a set of 2, cost me $170. And each monitor, it's a pack of 2. Each monitor only lasts for 14 days. So I have to scan her on this thingy. And it says check glucose. No joke. Ends in 7 days. Like, not trying to put my dog's medical stuff in here, but you can see she runs high really often. Yeah. So the goal is try to keep her within a certain range as much as I can. Because clearly if she's running high, that's when she has to pee. And also, the higher they are and the more constant that they are, the more problems she can develop, like liver problems, and other problems. Yeah, it really is. But, needless to say, I love my little pup, and I raised her from a puppy, and as much as I hate how much it's costing me, I rather pay it than lose her because she is family. On top of that, this is the most I ever had to pay for her in over 10 years. So, if it took 10 years for me to actually start paying for her, I'm fine with it because I would have started paying for my godparents anyway if they would have been in my house just the same. I mean, I paid for them plenty of times. Shoot. Exactly. I'm going to do anything for her. So, It doesn't matter. She is. But the thing is, so diabetes is covered under pet insurance. But you know what's some bullshit? Guess what pet insurance does? We don't acknowledge pre-existing conditions. Can you believe it? So we got the same human bullshit, and you know these things exist as a problem. Yeah. So if you can't discriminate on humans to get a higher price on some of the shit that ends up being like $1 of a sale for you, and then you spike it up as high as you possibly can make it, you do it on the pets because you know you're going to pull all of our strings because you understand. If you kill the family dog because you don't want to go ahead and buy the medicine and you got kids, you will be hated for life. So, I mean, you can't just like flush her down the toilet. This isn't going to work. This is not a goldfish situation. So, yeah, pre-existing conditions, just like good old humans. Did not know about that. Yeah. But it is what it is. And she's still unregulated because we switched her food like 4 times. So I have the original food, which is the weight balancing food. Now I have the glucose wet food. Then I have the kidney wet food because she had elevated kidney levels one time going to the vet, and it was a different doctor. And she's like, oh my God, she needs kidney food. We don't want her to have kidney disease or kidney failure. Oh my God. So get her this. Ruby was like, all right, new food. This smells good. Because she was like, the hell with this glucose bullcrap. See, my dog, I think she was black in another life. She knows she liked fried chicken. I don't know what she's trying to lie about. So she's got as much of a discriminating tongue as I do. And plus she likes her old original food. So she likes her original kibbles and bits. So they didn't tell me she was pre-diabetic. And so I would take her every 6 months over to the vet. So it was never an issue before. So I have the pet plan. So every 6 months she gets like some shots and like a checkup review. And then, just the regular annuals to make sure she's good. Just because I'm here, I want to scratch this. Look, it's $10,000 I can't have. But it's $10,000. I just scratched too low, so I continue to scratch. Don't mind me. So yeah, I didn't know it was that. And then the other thing is, so I tried to take her for her teeth to get cleaned, and her entire system was out of whack. I just had a whole doctor yell at me like, what the hell did she get into? Her liver levels are like 8 times the amount of what they're supposed to be. I'm looking at her like, bitch, who you yelling at? I know you ain't yelling at me. You work for PetSmart or you work for Banfield? Because who's she talking to? Y'all know who she talking to? I'm over here trying to talk to pets because I'm like, I know she ain't talking to me. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to work. I'm going to go ahead and avoid conflict for today. We going to have a conversation by phone because if I stand here any longer, woo, it's going to be today. It's going to be today. This doctor is more of the emergency doctor. She has done like emergency room procedures. She can do surgeries and stuff like that. So she considers herself highly professional as like the oldest doctor out of the group of doctors that's over there. Believe me, if I had another option where I could take her under the pet plan. Oh yeah, she cares about the animals. However, she don't care that Ruby don't like this damn food, and I'm over here buying this shit, and it's not cheap. She keeps writing me prescription. I'm over here just like, does it look like there's gonna be kibbles and bits raining from the ceiling? This shit ain't cheap. But yeah, so this lady done yelled at me. Ruby couldn't get her teeth clean, and then she's like, well, give her more of this liver pill and blah blah blah. So I look at Ruby, I'm like, what the hell did you get into and made this lady just yell at me? Because we almost had a fight in the pet store. Oh, I did. I was mad as hell. Because I'm just like, I know she ain't yelling at me. I'm like, I pay you to keep my dog alive, and you are over here yelling at me. Get your shit together. So... yeah, to avoid conflict, I walked out. But then she called me. She said she still couldn't figure out why her levels were increased, but no, there's no liver damage. No, there's no kidney damage. But she's not sure why is her level spiked. So I go home. Well, it's not the meds. So get this. I come home, because I have to wait until after work to pick her behind up. I come home. I'm like, what the hell did you get into? So, you remember at the beginning of all this, I told you she gets really, really thirsty and she can get dehydrated really quick. Well, before I got home, while we're at PetSmart, there's another parking spot to the left of my car. And in this parking spot is just a little bit of puddle water that fell because it just got done raining. Here comes Ruby, licking up the puddle water, and I'm just like flabbergasted, like I know she is not licking up this dirty water. What the hell? So when I get home, I follow her to find out what she has been doing and why is her level so that far out of whack. No, it wasn't antifreeze. It really did just get done raining. So, come to find out, Ruby runs down the side of the house and she has been drinking the puddle water from the air condition. That is the nastiest water she possibly can get a hold of that has like everything in there known to man. So now, needless to say, Ruby does not get to keep her freedom as she used to. So I have to now stand outside with her, because before it was I could just let them, outside and do what I need to do in the house. Nah. So now I go outside, and I already have I guess you can call it kryptonite for a dog. Well, it's not any dog. Kryptonite from Ruby, so it's funny. She despises water. So, all I have to do is stand there with the hose, and she knows not to go along the side of the house, because I am right there watching her behind. So we nipped that in the butt. So she's been out of it. But she tried it, though. She tried it, because I watched her. I know, right? But somehow, just like strange humans, they go ahead and eat a bunch of crap or drink a bunch of stuff they're not supposed to, and somehow they still live. This thing's still kicking right next to me. I know. So we fixed the problem. However, she cannot get her teeth done, so we removed it from the plan. And they comped me other ways because it was so close to the end of the plan. It was just a hot mess. But despite like the food and everything, Ruby is just like, I hate wet food. That's not for me. And now she's trying to be selective and turn her back on this dry food. And I'm like, nah, this is it, dog. So at first she was pulling my heartstrings. So when she didn't want to eat the wet food, I'd feel bad before going to work. And I'm like, well, I don't want to leave you by yourself and be hungry all day. So she pulled my heartstrings, and then I'd cave and I'd give her begging strips. Nope. Ain't doing it no more. Nope. When I tell you she was holding out for them begging strips because she knew they were coming for like a whole week, man, she got me good. No more begging strips. We are back to kibble. She's smart though. She's smart and she thinks she's slick. She will eventually, but now she's trying to be selective when she wants to eat. So she's affecting me trying to go to work, because even if I wake up 2 hours early, try to start feeding her, she's like, nah, I'm not gonna eat that. So before, she would eat the food before I go to work. I can give her insulin and I can be off to work. Now I put the food down. She's like, nah, bruh, that ain't it. And I'm like, yes, bruh, this is gonna be it. So I used to be able to leave Ruby and Coco together in the kitchen, and now I cannot. Because if I give Ruby that shot, and if she goes too low, she can actually die without glucose in her system. It's one if she goes high. If she goes high, she's still going to live. It's just she's going to pee. If she goes too low, she can actually die from that. No, peanut butter I cannot give her. Peanut butter is the worst thing for her because of the amount of protein. So she has to be on diet food that is built as like low fat because for kidneys, low sugar because of the glucose, and low protein so it doesn't affect her liver. Yeah, all those. So, I mean, it's an extreme juggling act to make sure I keep this dog alive. But we've been at it for a few months. So, still working on it. Currently, what the hell? So currently both of them are under my couch in the back. They have no life and they are both under my couch. And Ruby better not be peeing under my couch or we gonna have problems. So I have only found 3 winning tickets so far, and we are on ticket number 11-ish. What do you mean, what is she like? You mean snack-wise? Or food? Because I was really serious about her being black in another life. Because, I mean, this dog will challenge me for fried chicken. No joke. She will come after me for fried chicken. She will come after me for chicken, period. So, she loves chicken, whether it's baked. I try not to give her fried chicken. If I do, I take like the batter off and everything. Well, it looks like I have multiple ones, so at least I know there's a winner here. And there's another one. It's probably a $10 ticket. What else you like, big-headed child? Let's see. So she likes chicken. She likes rice. But if it's the option of chicken or rice, she will totally have only the chicken if she could. She's that type of fickle. Okay. So it's 11. I know 1 is up here too. So 33. There's the 1 and 2. There's no 2. Alright, so there's a 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 Zors. 10 it is. Now treat-wise, clearly she loves the begging strips. So if she could have those anytime she wanted, she would be on it. 100% she'd be on it. Coco is really not a treat person. But now, Coco irritates me, so I have to try and give her like hemp treats so she can calm down, because she is... Oh, it was funny. I took her for her annuals the other day. And she was already pissing me off in the car, because at that point, I forgot to charge the dang collar. So even though I had it, it wasn't going to help me at this point. So, the doctor called me. She's like, you got one real anxious pup over here. And I'm like, wait, is this the first time you noticed that? I know y'all lying. Because Coco will bark in the same tone for hours. No break. And she just drools. She has no chill. And apparently she tried to flip over the food bowl and the water bowl. She was just mad. It's kind of funny. But I'm over here just like, so y'all didn't put them together for Coco to calm down. Yeah, that was a genius idea. 2 dogs that live in the same house. I don't know where y'all thought that was going to go. But okay, that's fine. That's fine. Don't mind me. I'm just, the mother here. Don't mind me. Cool. So, Doc calls and she's like, you really do have... We'll sit for a little bit. Aww. I have to be careful with human levels of things on dogs. So I need to ask permission if I was going to do that. Because I don't want to give her too much and she not wake up from that. Benadryl works to actually do certain things to make them tired like that. But I don't give her Benadryl like that. I try to let her do whatever she wants in the house within reason. Like, unless she's going to ungodly bark at the cars that just exist because there's cars. Yeah, but still, human levels of stuff can also be like a problem for dogs. So I don't want to give her anything. And she's also a smaller dog. So I would have to do it based off of her weight. So it's really risky. 6 and 2 and 14. Okay, so far I found at least 1 cash stack and no freaking cherries and no bonus win. It's kind of, Alright. We're almost like 1/4 through the book. That's okay. That's okay. 32. 25. 13 and 29. But yes, it was so funny. So when I came to pick up Coco, they're like, yeah, she's a very anxious pup. And I'm like, y'all sure you don't want to keep her a little bit longer? No. Really? Because, I need a break. Like, this is why I go on vacation. And they're like, no, we're going to give her back to you. And I'm like, you sure you're done with all your procedures? I promise. Like, you sure? If you had to keep her overnight, I'm okay with it. No. She's good to go. She's good to go home. Okay. Oh, really? I would have to ask the doc what she can or cannot have to that extent. Also, Coco has allergies, so she can be allergic to stuff. I know she could sneeze outside and everything, but I didn't think that she'd actually be allergic to something. I was clearly wrong. she's had allergic reactions to some of the shots. Like just her usual annuals. For some folks that are new, since we've already gone down this rabbit hole and didn't really explain, I'm talking about my two dogs. Coco is a brown dog, and she's like 4 years old, and she is the dog of my parents, who have passed on. So since she's technically family, I'm trying everything not to go ahead and get rid of her. So she has to be retrained to our liking. Right, Ruby? Yeah. Because she comes in and just dumps the whole dang apple cart. Man, no chill. No chill at all. Always on the go. Like ADD, ADHD positive over here. No chill. Oh. And THC treats does not work on Coco. Tried it. Peanut butter with THC don't work either. Tried it. Well, that's nice. Yeah, Coco ain't that type of loyal. She's just like, I'm gonna do what I want, when I want, and how I want to do it. And move, human, you're in my way. That's Coco. Mostly the move, human, you're in my way. All the time. But yeah, as I was saying, for the other folks, Coco is 4 years old, Ruby is 10 years old. So Coco is technically... Coco keep acting like she's a puppy despite the fact that she is like at least 26 per human years. And then you got, Miss Grandma Ruby over here being like, what, 90? No, 70. I don't know how the hell I jumped that far. Yeah, 70 in dog years since she's 10. Her birthday was very recent. No 5. Nothing on this one. Let's see here. So the highest we have achieved so far has been... What? The 20? There's a 20 in here. No, 10. So we got 5 plus, this is 20. It's 25 plus another 5, 30 plus a 10, 40, 45. It's not bad. We're not that far in, so it's not that bad. Okay. Hey. Get me cake too. I want cake. Please. I like cake. Try to scratch both of them at the same time. See if this is gonna work. Okay, YouTube. Are you literally playing the same song over? Did one of y'all just fart in this room? Because I'm about to kick the two of y'all out. Because, now I have no air. That is not kosher. This is not justice. This is not justice for me. It finally happened. We have a bonus win. Oh my god. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. They do exist. Let's see if we can find another 10 down here. No guarantees. 35, 28, 9. 27 and a 4. 8, 31, 12. What just happened? That is a whole different feel. Ugh, I did not like that. 22, 21, and 1. No 16. No 7. Dang, no 15. And 34. Nope, so 10 it is up at the top. 120. I want some big zeros up here. You need to be nice to me. $10 don't cut the cheese, bruh. Oh, this is a $300 book. I want my 300. Tyrone, I want my money. You raggedy bitch. 35, 5, 27, 4, 46, 24, 29, 36, 26, 19, and 32. 25 ain't it? No 31, no 11, and no Sweet 16. Let me get rid of some of these little scraps. Mushroom! So, I know it is summertime. Any of y'all got some plans to actually go anywhere this year? Plenty of places to go. I mean, you can always go to Disney before DeSantis ruins it. Because I'm trying to get there before he ruins it. Still nothing up there at the top. At least we found one bonus. So it means the only thing we're missing is cherries now. And then we'd have all symbols. And one in every type of way. 34, 35, 28. I want to know what type of cake you got, Big Norb. If it's chocolate, I want some. If it ain't chocolate, I don't want it. It's a 7. A 7. 32. 29 and 37. 7 it is at $5. I'm rich by $5. Still, the most that I've won so far has been $20. You made a pineapple pound cake. Is that... Wait, is that with alcohol in it or not with that? No. Is that with or without the alcohol? I have general questions. See, I run the risk of really scratching this ticket from using this backside, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I hear that extra scratch in it. Hey, what you mad at back there? Calm down. Hey, none of that. See, at least if it's clay, you can kind of scrape. But you really got to be careful because it ain't much. It does not take much to actually, like, go through this ticket and, like, hit a white spot. Or just fully not scratch off the number. 15. 27, 16, and 31. None of the above happens to be below. Without, you can't have a no booze pound cake. No, you can't. 50, 50, 100. Bleh. 5, 5, and 100. Bleh. 500, 500, and oh, you damn dirty ape, you. 200. Who does that? 20, 10, and 10. Grrr. Booze on the side. What do you actually use for that one at that point? Is that supposed to be like rum? Like a rum cake? 18, 32, 35, 7, 531, 2, 9 and 4. 15 ain't here. 23 ain't it. Sweet 16 is a no. And 26 is a nada. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, you can cook any liquor, but I mean, in a pound cake, I would think you would want to use rum at that point. I need my water. Hey, stop chewing. Yeah, you can use any alcohol, but not everything goes with everything. 500, 220. Rum is the best. I actually have some rum cakes, but apparently I need friends to eat the rum cakes with. Otherwise, I don't know why I didn't do that for like Memorial Weekend. I could have tried all of the rum cakes I bought on my adventures. I don't remember if I told y'all like a year ago I got invited on a cruise with my ex's friends, and it was a 12-day cruise. However, before the cruise, I saw the Janet Jackson and Ludacris first showing of their tour in Miami. Didn't even know, and I had to fight to get those tickets. Because some butthole went ahead and put me down for the wrong date for the ticket. So I had to go through a lot of arguing to get him to fix it. But I was in the arena when that all happened. I do got pictures on this phone, and I also got videos and stuff, but because it was their first concert together, I didn't want to be the first to post it all over Facebook and be like, oh my god! So Ludacris is the opener, and then Janet does her thing for like a while. I would not suggest that to be a concert to take your children at, because some of the guys that dancing with Janet, they do a little bit of touching too muching. But past that, I mean, she did do some of the good old songs that were hers. And yes, she did do one song that honored her brother. And it was the one song that was where they were in black and white singing together on a spaceship. I cannot think of the name of it right off the bat. Oh, you're fine. You didn't miss much. Welcome winning. Welcome. Appreciate you. Hey, Kimberly. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Don't forget, while you're coming on in, click that subscribe button and also click that like button if you would like to continue to tolerate me while I scratch. At least show you care. Click the button. Yeah, so that was the one that she decided to honor with her brother. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. So, Janet was good, but we all only agreed to go see Janet because she looks like Michael. So we're like, we miss Michael so much. You look like Michael, so you kind of dance like Michael, even though she doesn't dance like Michael, because she can't be Michael. But we still really wanted to see something with Michael in it. And I've seen some of the replacements of Michael, and their draw-on beards and hair, and I am not entertained. It is not the same. So yes, we all patiently waited for Michael's debut to come out, and yeah, no, they didn't do a hologram. They had him on the big screen TV, on all the screens, because they had about 4 big screens on stage, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, to do everything. It was a nice setup. Of course, it was all at the Hard Rock, the Guitar Hotel Hard Rock down in Miami. So it was a good experience. I actually got my sister-in-law to join me and do something with me. And we got to go ahead and overly dress for this concert. But it was fun. So we did the concert. I played. What the hell did I do? I ate food. I know that much. I ate food in Miami because, I ate food in South Florida, period. Because I was down there at least 2 days before the cruise. 3 days? Yeah. So I got to get a rental car and skiddly poop all over the place and skiddly bop. It was fun. I have a new actual like of a vehicle. If I can't ever achieve the Tesla with the suicide doors, I may go ahead and agree for, what is it? A Lincoln Nautilus is what it was. A Lincoln Nautilus. Did I buy some? I think I did. Didn't win for shit. And I was like, bruh, make it make sense. Yeah, I bought blue tickets down there and I didn't win. But now, for the cruise though, I won. So the last Buffalo short that I have, that like $2,000, I won that there. And I think I had another jackpot too. All I remember is I walked on the ship with like $4,000. And me forgetting I'm totally on Norwegian, and Norwegians, like casinos, kick rocks. Clearly they kick rocks. I was in the Haven. So if you know anything about Norwegian, I don't have to explain what the Haven is to you, but if you don't know what Norwegian is and what the Haven is, I'll explain. So I played enough to achieve the Haven from the Alaska cruise last year. Well, I ended up being on Haven on the Joy when I went on the Joy. Now, if you know anything about cruising and the current cruise channels that's out there, if you're aware of the Ship Life was actually on a cruise the next trip after me, and they did like a 4-day somewhere. But I was with my ex's friends on that ship. The round before. We went to Aruba. Yeah, we went to Aruba. What's the island next to Aruba? Curacao. We did Colombia, which I will never go back to Colombia again. That ain't for me. Colombia was like, it had my nerves on like fire because I was just pissed. Just pissed. I'll explain. We did the Panama Canal, but we didn't go in the canal. We stood outside of the canal and watched some ships go in and out. And we did Grand Cayman and the other G one. Grand Cayman and the other one will come to me. So I'm just glad I didn't end up back in Mexico at the usual Cozumel and Costa Maya, despite the fact I don't mind Cozumel and Costa Maya. But it's like every cruise ends up in Mexico. I need variety. I need variety. So this time it was really the Eastern Gulf for a bit until we actually got to the Panama Canal and stuff. So, my current beef with Colombia, because that is not for me, is the amount of vendors that they have that they don't regulate. These people ain't got no job but to bother the shit out of you and see if they can break you down so you will pay them money for them to leave you alone. Then, as soon as one sees $1, the rest of the vultures come. It's scary. It's just scary. So, if y'all think I'm savage in this country, ooh, go on vacation with me and try me in another country. I gave 0 F's about everybody's feelings at that point. So, what happened was, we got off the ship. I did a tour. And my tour was to go into the old city and just do a city tour, right? Didn't seem like it'd be a problem. Okay, go. Well, while doing said city tour, the first stop was at the fort. And I have pictures for all this stuff. I do actually have a cruising channel. I just haven't talked about it. So, irony of the years, we stop at this fort. And we're all out here trying to get pictures and hang around the tour guide. And then the vultures attack. Okay? The vultures attack. Out of nowhere, a brigade of cigars, shirts, hats, pants. Everything under the sun has just like showed up in about 5 seconds around all of us touristas. Okay? And we just trying to get pictures of this dang thing and also go into the building just to use the bathroom because we've been stuck in traffic for about an hour and a half trying to go about 10 miles for no reason. Don't know what the hell was wrong, but apparently we could not go forward. And let me tell you, this cruise was a geriatric cruise, so majority of everybody on that boat was old. There's about maybe 30 people that were about 30, which was my age, because I'm 32. So there was these 4 New York ladies. There was this husband and wife, and clearly she's a trophy wife because you can see like all the Botox in her cheeks and her like lips. But I thought she was kind of like bimbo blonde trophy wife. Hell, she was more grounded than her husband. Shit. Every 2 seconds she losing that dude because he just walk off and go somewhere. So here's what started the anger. Alright. So I'm the same shade as majority of the locals. I mean, clearly I'm black. And I'm sticking out like a sore thumb with like the rest of these little tourists. So now a wise decision would be don't try me. Okay? You can play with the other little folks, like the older folks. Don't try me. Don't try me first thing in the morning. I am not the one. So, I only brought $3 off of that ship. I mean, physical $3. Everything else was just, I have one card. I was not trying to buy anything at all if I did not need it. Well, as I said, the vultures came to attack. So, everybody on the bus got surrounded as soon as we got off the bus and tried to take them pictures. And then there was a food cart that was selling arepas. You know what? Let me tell you, I now appreciate people bringing their country's food over here and Americanizing it. Because in their own country, it does not taste the same. And I am fine with, like, learning about your culture. But when your culture's food ain't got no flavor, I want back to American food. Yeah, no joke. So these are arepas. I'm used to there being cheese in there, and that's it. These were the most basic ass arepas that did not even have no salt. How you forget the salt? How do you forget the salt? It's one you don't put no pepper. How the hell do you forget the salt? Nasty. And I don't even like salt like that. But there was no taste. There was nothing in there. So it was an arepa with a fried egg and this tiny little bit of meat. So the thing was about like this big, and then just had everything pushed back to this side of it. So I only acquired said arepa because the husband of the chick, no, not at all, Norb. So the husband of the ditzy blonde that I thought was going to be the problem, the husband goes up to the stall. He goes, "Hey, how much for two?" Guy goes, "2 for $10." I look at him like, 2 for $10? And then the white dude goes, 2 for $10? And then he goes, okay, 2 for $7. And I over here looking like, 2 for $7? What the hell is that? And he's like, nah, 2 for $7 ain't it for me. And I'm like, okay, good. I don't have to tell you he's trying to price gouge you and give you the white people price, right? Okay, cool. So, as I'm still standing there, he goes, well, I still want 2, right? So then the guy goes, how about 2 for $5? And then he goes, nah, that ain't it, bro. So the guy didn't buy one. So there's another guy right there, and I look him in the face. I say, how much for one? He goes, $2. I'm like, here's my $2. Well, I had a belly bag on. So with my belly bag, I literally had, I pulled out my little $2 from there. So I was trying to put my belly bag back on, because I'm not going to carry a purse to a third world country so y'all can cut it off my shoulder and see, where it lands. That's not for me. Well. I put the arepa in my mouth, and I'm over here just walking away, trying to get out the way if anybody else wanted an arepa. I got bombarded by all of these vendors because now they saw that I bought something. So now they're just like, oh, she got money. And I'm over here like, nah, bruh. I broke. I ain't got no money. I spent it all right now. Unless you got food, don't come to me. Do not come to me. You got the wrong one. So I'm trying to beeline it over to this other side of because the fort was on this side and we're trying to get over here in the front. So I'm trying to beeline it to the rest of the little older folks that are trying to get to the store to go to the bathroom. I don't even have to go to the bathroom. I just want out of this little hellhole of everybody asking me if I want to buy this, do I want to buy that. So as I'm beelining it, this one dude comes up to this one Boston lady. I'm on ticket 28. So this one dude comes up to this Boston lady, and there's 4 Boston ladies actually. One that tried to kill us all at the port, and she tried to kill us all at the port because she had no reason, she had no F's given, and she decided to light up her cigarette in between a whole full load of 18 diesel buses to the left of all of us, and a giant-ass cruise ship that's refueling. So, it's a hotbed of sin, and she could have killed us all. Okay? We could have all died at the port, because little Betty Boop over here wanted to smoke that cigarette so badly. I'm over here just like, you, I don't want to be on the same bus as this lady. I'm going to yell at her. Don't let me on this bus. So, she is one of the Boston ladies, and I didn't know that. So the other 3 Boston ladies went inside this store, and this last one was the problem. The last one was walking to the store, and this guy came up to her trying to sell her. It was $30 in coins, their currency coins. As if we need collector's items that we can't even use back in America to this extent. This man has a full-fledged coin book. And I'm like, that ain't even Pokemon cards. Hell no. So he's trying to get this lady to buy this for $30. And then she's like, no. So while she's walking away and still telling the guy no, the guy's still following. I mean, it's to the level of stalking all the way to the store. I'm getting irritated because I'm behind her watching it going on, and I'm just like, you are really not going to let this lady be alone. So then I overhear the lady go, if I just give you $5, will you go away? Here comes little old me. Here's these two people. Here comes me. Right in the middle. No, Mom. We're not going to give him $5 for looking pretty. We give him nothing. Nothing. When I tell you, that man was pissed as hell. Whew, he was pissed. I was fine with it because now we're all equally pissed because y'all won't leave me the hell alone or anybody alone. But you ain't getting this money though. So then after that situation, I continued to escort her over to the store. That man flipped to the other side of her, trying to still get that money. And then from that point on, she referenced me as her bodyguard for the whole thing. Like for the entire time, the rest of the time on this little excursion. It was funny. So that man done followed us to the next stop. We went like 10 miles away. Still trying to get that $5 from that lady. I kid you not. I kid you not. So we had all this debauchery just at the first stop at the fort. Okay. Then the next stop was to go into the center of the old city. I shit you not. Like when I tell you this was savage and I had 0 F's given. I'm really not the one first thing in the morning for these types of shenanigans. I need peace. And unless you're going to come at me, you better have food. Because this is not going to work out in your favor. And it better hell be good food. Because that rape wasn't it. So, we all get back on the little bus. And we end up going to the center of the city. The old city. So there's an old city and a new city. We go to the old city. Well. We hit the center square of the old city. You thought the vendors were bad at the fort? Nah, you ain't seen nothing till you get to the center of the city. Oh my God. It was so bad. So, I think one vendor was even trying to sell underwear. I didn't understand what was going on. It was just everywhere. Everybody trying to sell you something. I mean, I think somebody was even trying to sell, like, their niece or something. I don't know. And then you had, like, the little kids that were standing there trying to, like, the older relative trying to use the younger relative and be like, food, and, like, do the mouth thingy. And I'm just like, no. I'm like, yeah, no. You know what changed my mind? Here's what changed my mind. When I realized we just went on a whole ride of fuckery because I am held hostage by this tour guide. And this tour guide is just taking us to places and leaving us with all of these badgers. Okay? All of these badgers coming up and trying to sell us everything. And you know what he gets in return? This man gets free shit. Okay? This man got a coconut. He got like some jewelry. He got some paint. He got some pictures. This man's getting free shit and I'm over here miserable as hell. Oh no. I'm like, we gotta do something today. Cause this ain't it. I was just mad. Like, 0 to 100 at that point. Cause I'm just watching him just get free shit. I'm like, where my coconut at? I like a coconut too. No? Oh, okay. So, we are just pawns in their little game system. This shit don't make no sense. Yes, he really did. He really did. Hold us all hostage in the center of the city for BS nonsense. I did not scratch the bottom of this ticket, y'all. Okay. So I got this top. There was nothing up there. I got the bottom. I forgot to scratch. So, here we go. So, we're walking up to the center of the city. Me being like the little touristy I am, I have my other phone on the little tripod, right? So, I'm just recording, not paying attention. So, when I get to the center of the little city, there's this like dude. Okay, so there's two dudes. It's the funniest thing. All right? Two dudes dressed in black, trying to be like imitation Jabberwockies, but trying to do that like motionless statue thing. So one dumbass has like a fish. So he's holding a fish on a little fishing pole, and it's just like fish and fishing pole, just that. And they're fully in black, have a mask on and everything, so you can't see nothing but their eyes. So I walk up, not realizing they're in front of me because there's like a bunch of people in front of me. And then like apparently the great sea of people split, and then now it's just me in front of these dudes. And they're like 10 foot away. You want to talk about the one with the fish? Lord have mercy. This man with his damn fish looked at me dead ass and goes, put money in the bucket, put money in the bucket. I said, who are you talking to? No. And he goes, money in the bucket, no. And then he goes, you record. And I'm like, I walked up and y'all happen to be here. That ain't my fault and that ain't my problem. Like, money in the bucket? No. So I walk off, right? I'm trying to find the little tour guide. That was 5. Trying to find a little tour guide, like, what kind of bullshit did you just drag my ass into? Like, it's fine for half of the rest of these tourists, but no, this is nonsense. Well. Mr. Fish Holder, you want to talk about a dead-ass mean mugger? Ooh, this man eyeballed me everywhere I went in this little town square. And when I tell you, this man was pissed. He was pissed at me because I ain't put no money in that bucket. I mean, the death stare. Like, ooh, let lightning take her now. Like, this man was pissed as hell, y'all. Just mad because he couldn't get no money out of me. And I just looked back at him, and you know what I did? Just like a little old tourist, I smiled and waved like, hey! Yeah, I'm that level. I'm that level of petty. That's me. This is why I don't have problems in third world countries. 1, I'm too fat. You can't go ahead and kidnap me because you're going to break your back if you try to take my ass with you. 2, I always stick with the standards. You keep a fart ready and in the back pocket. If someone going to try to go ahead and do some dumb shit, you act like a skunk and go ahead and stink up the space around you, then run for it. Can't say I'm going to run for it that far. I mean, you still can't kidnap my ass, so it's not going to happen. Number 3, you can't even kidnap me and get a ransom. How this going to work out for you? America ain't going to pay for me to come back. We already broke. Okay? Leave me alone. So, you might as well just put me back. Don't even try to steal me. It's a stupid idea. Ain't getting money. Yep. So, that was the first set of vendors I pissed off for the day. So, here comes the second set. While we went in the first museum and we're waiting for our tour guide to come back from getting himself another freaking lemonade. Okay, I probably am. And my level of F's given, 0. -2. -2. I only had $1 at this point. No joke. I really only had $1. But I was going to give him my $1. It's my $1. I worked for that $1. Okay? I was at the street corner. No, just kidding. So, I pissed off this lady. Alright? Now, this was her fault. Now, she set herself up for this. Alright? So, here comes, like, Miss Chiquita Banana with a bowl of fruit on her head. She balancing. And she has her nice little pretty African garb on. What have you, right? Well, this is what she does. She comes up to me. She goes, oh, want to take a picture? Yeah. Pretty much. It has to be 3 in each one of these games. It has to be the same thing. So I found one earlier. And let's see. It was this one. So this bonus game, 10, 10, 10. So I actually won 10 on this one. But this is the only one for the bonus game I've won on so far. So, Miss Chiquita Banana. She comes up to me, because I'm just standing there, and I'm minding my own damn business. This lady comes up to me, and she goes, "Hey, you want to take a picture with me?" Actually, no, she didn't even ask for a picture. What she said is, "You want a hug?" And I'm over here thinking, coronavirus. I mean, all y'all vendors have been in my face this entire time. I'm probably going to die now anyway. So might as well just give her a hug, right? So I go and I give her a hug. So she sees I have my phone on a stick. She goes, "Want to take a picture? Want to take a picture?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I take a picture and I tell her to smile. So we both smile, right? And then this lady, after I take the picture and I start to walk off, she goes, "Hey, don't you have money? You have money, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, no." She's like, "Well, the picture wasn't free." And I'm like, "Well, you wanted a hug first, and then you asked, can you take a picture with me?" At that point, I'm thinking I'm a celebrity. So I'm a celebrity to you, I'm like practically Missy Elliott, like, when she actually was fat too. So I'm not sure what you want to do about that, but I'm going to be going over here back to the tour bus though. Yeah, that was the next person I pissed off. Now, for granted, that was her fault. She wanted to go ahead and take a picture with me. That ain't me wanting to take a picture with her. I was just standing there. She thought she was going to get some money out of me. Nah. So then, let's see. The next vendor that came up, we went to the ship museum, I think it was. Like, there's a Spanish galleon museum that exists, and we went into that one. And then, of course, the tour guide done left us. Nothing new. And there was like a dance, I think, in there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there was. So, hell no, she didn't get my last dollar. I will tell you what I spent on that dollar, but it was at the end before I was about to get on the bus for the last time. But no, she didn't get my dollar. As I said, I thought I was a celebrity to her, so she wanted a picture with me on my phone. So, this guy, yeah, so we went in, we got to see like the little cultural dance that was going on. They gave us some knockoff version of grape juice. Wasn't really great. So then we came out of the museum, and then we went into the Emerald Museum. Then we got kicked out the Emerald Museum. I got some duplicates on this one. We got kicked out the Emerald Museum because others wanted to come into the museum. Okay, that's cool. So, the only safe place where the vendors can't come to harass you is inside buildings. So this is why we were trying to hide in the building in plain sight. So, like, that's the only place the police were like, "No, you can't go bother them people in there." But anywhere else, feel free. Soup's on. Go get them. Let's see. $2. $2. And scratch that off. And $2. So we got a 10 Zors over here. So our tour guide. So I look at the tour guide because he's standing there. He's like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna give you all about 30 minutes in this center of the city, in the old city. so you guys can do some shopping and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, bro, we're ready to go. We do not want to be here. And then I look at him like, you realize we're missing like 2 people, right? And he goes, we're what? I'm like, we're missing 2 people. So he goes, no, well, how long have they been missing? And I'm over here just like, I'm sorry. The level of diversity on this bus, there's 3 black people. I am one of them. How you don't miss out that there's 2 other black folks missing? 10 on the hard way. So yeah, this man did not realize we are missing 2 black folks, and we've been missing them for the past like 8 stops. Okay. So now we're stuck in this damn city for a whole nother 30 minutes. So at this point, anytime I see somebody that was on the bus, I'm like, yo, right here, come right here. We are staying right here so we can get the hell up out of here. Because we ain't losing no more people. And I am not going to be a part of the late shore excursion that's trying to get back to the ship. And for some reason, the ship's like, bye. Nope. So y'all going to hurry your tail up and come right here and stay here. Nope, you don't even got to go pee. We all going to be right here. So I was more easily identifiable than the tour guide, because clearly the tour guide looks like a local and this man only has a black umbrella. Whoop-de-freaking-do. So I have a specific color shirt so you can clearly see me. So I was easily identifiable, which was in my benefit at the end of the day. So while standing there, we got barraged by the vendors again. So there's a little lady in a wheelchair, and I guess she has like a little emerald necklace on. I don't know if it was a real emerald necklace or a fake emerald necklace. Not my problem. She is held captive in that wheelchair, and she is just trying to eat her little fruit cup. And all these vendors keep coming up to her and bothering her. And she is right in front of me, and they just keep coming. So I asked her daughter, I'm like, you know, if you put her up here on the sidewalk, they're going to leave her alone, right? And if you turn her away from them, they'll leave her alone. So she put her up on the sidewalk. So now, because I'm standing in the same spot, these folks start coming back after me. They're like, oh, you want to buy this? Oh, you want to buy this? Oh, you want to buy this? Then the brave ones come up to me, y'all. We got the brave ones. So we got 2 that pulled the same trick. Here's the first guy. He's over here trying to sell like a broke-ass fan. Okay? And it says Columbia on it. That shit is so broke. The fan don't work. Alright? It's a paper fan, and the shit is ripped. The fan don't work. Now, how you gonna sell me this fan? Alright, cool. So this man approaches me. He uses his arm and come up to me. And then he goes, hey, sister, how you doing? Sister from another mister. Blah, 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 blah. We're the same color and this, that, and other. I'm like, I know he's not saying what I think he's saying. He's like, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Where you from? You Jamaican? Oh, this, that, and the other. Yeah. I'm Jamaican too, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so, okay. And then this man keeps going. Then he goes, oh, you know, you black, I black, we black. You gonna buy something from me? You know, help out your fellow cousin? And I'm like, no. And this man just looked at me like, what? You're not gonna help out? And I'm like, no. You should just be happy I'm in existence in your country right now. If I'm bringing back videos and pictures of how much y'all are harassing me, it's going to be on everybody else's opportunity to decide, do they want the same level of harassment, or if y'all actually are trying to be nice and sell real products. But seeing as you trying to sell this broke ass fan, I don't think you want me to turn this camera on, do you? Because then it's not going to go very well. He's like, but you ain't going to buy nothing? No, I am not. I will not. He was like, dang, you know, I thought we had something special. No, we did not. We never did. We're not even the same shade. You at the same level of like tire dark. I am not tire dark. I am a nice chocolate. This is not it. I told you, I am savage in a third world country. I do not have a mute button when I'm already pissed for just being there. So, next vendor tries the same thing. He goes, oh, you black too. And I'm over here just like, I am? Then he goes, oh, we got this over here and we got this over here. No, I'm not going over there. Oh, you sure? We have plenty of items you can buy. I'm not buying shit. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I have no money. And he goes, you have to have money. I mean, you made it all the way to Colombia. And I'm like, and y'all live in Colombia and y'all trying to get money out of me. So which one of us is going to be broke? Out of the two of us here, which one of us is going to be broke? Automatically. He ain't had nothing to say. He didn't have nothing to say. Dang, come on. Let me have something in the bonus spot. More than just the one. Stop being like that. So, needless to say, as we were just standing there, we're still getting barraged by all these folks. There is no breaks. They just keep coming. So the ladies that called me their bodyguard, they were getting harassed and they started getting closer to me and everything. And they were so close onto me, they tried holding onto my belt loop. And I'm just like, what the hell is that? Like, all of a sudden, I was walking somewhere, and then all of a sudden, I stopped. Because I'm like, wait, I thought I was moving. I was not moving no more. They attached themselves on my belt loop and was going with me. I'm like, okay. All right. I guess you feel uncomfortable. Huh. So the next wave of people keep coming in between, like this whole group trying to split us up to see like who they can go after and trying to get money. And I cut off every one of them that came in between the group. I'm like, looky here. We are broke. Keep your ass over there. We ain't got no money. We are not trying to buy anything. We are looking for our missing cruise passengers that are a part of this tour. We will not be buying anything. Zero money. $0. Nothing. And for some reason, that actually worked. They all disappeared at the same time. It was like inside of a meadow where you have that scarecrow, and then like one of the birds thought they saw the scarecrow move and they all leave. Yeah, they all left. It was great. So needless to say, tour guide finally figured out where our people went. So our people went back to the bus after the first stop. Because our tour guide was never really looking for them or watching out for them and just kept walking. So they went back to the bus. So now at that point, he came back and told us that they went back to the bus because he finally called the bus driver and found out that's where they were. So we go back to the bus. On the way there, there's this lady. And she got this thing of magnets, right? Norb, this is for you about the question that you asked. So this lady, she comes up to me with like this whole plate of magnets. She goes, oh, you want to buy a magnet? And I'm like, sure, depends on how much. And then she goes, 2 for 10, 3 for 15, 4 for this, da 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 da. I said, okay, how much for $1? She goes, oh, I ain't got nothing for $1. I'm like, well, I don't need that magnet then. And then she goes, how about 2 for 10? I'm like, $1. And then she goes, how about 2 for 8? $1. 1 for 5? $1 man. I got $1. $1. And then she still goes like, how about 1 for 4? I pull out the dollar. I'm like, you see this dollar? That's all I got. It's $1. There's no bluff. This is it. $1 damn dollar left. Now, you gonna let me pick a magnet or not? So she goes ahead and snatches the dollar out of my hand, and she goes ahead and says, pick a magnet. Now, see, I had every right at that point to go ahead and pick one of the big ass magnets to piss her off, but I'm trying to be nice. I pick one of the tiniest magnets, and I take it and I go. I'm like, okay, I give you my $1. That's it. So I made it the entire time through Colombia with $3 to my name, and I didn't buy nothing else. I did it. Yes. Success. It can be done. With a bit of force, it can be done. So this is legitimately why I will not go back to Colombia. You can't pay me to get off the ship. You cannot pay me to get off no boat at that exit. No. I will keep my behind on the ship. I've experienced Belize, where they were real pushy before COVID, all standing there and irritating the piss out of you, trying to get you to buy things. Like, buy all these excursions and stuff you don't need. No, this was a new level of mess, and I will not tolerate that. I did not. I will never opt to go back there. The cops do not care how many per ratio it is to the travelers. 41. So we're 2/3 down. It's taking me longer because it's clay and I have to keep pushing so stinking hard on all these dang spots. And I can't use this side tool because I tried that. It doesn't scrape it off all the way when I tried to do it like just straight across. And it slides. So I'm actually having to push extra hard to even get this clay crap off of here. So back to the idea of what the Haven is, if you don't know what the Haven is. So the Haven itself is like an exclusive area on a cruise ship where you have your own butler like assigned to your room. You have a concierge at your beck and call, and anytime you're hungry, you can call the butler. He'll go get you food. And he can actually get you food from all over the ship whenever you want it. Even if it's closed, you can still get food from like room service. And you don't pay for the room service food because you're in the Haven. So in the Haven, you have a private pool, you have a private bar, private sun deck, private smoke lounge, private library. You have all of these things at like the front or the back of the ship, depending on where the Haven is on that ship. So, my friends and their families, it was kind of funny. So, there was 6 of us kids, I guess you could say, like 6 of us under 40, and then 2 sets of adult parents. So, the irony is, one of the set of parents tried to bid to get into the Haven, and they didn't get in the Haven. So when I say I'm in the Haven, and I'm like, how didn't y'all win the bid? And apparently, nobody's bid got taken. So they must have really taken like the highest bid to even get somebody in the Haven. If they even allowed them to do it. So after you buy your room, you have an ability to upgrade into another room. And you bid on it in order to do it. Or you pay the additional outright. If you bid, it could be cheaper, and it also could be more expensive as well. Just depending on what it is, and if you can actually bid and win. So, I was already in the Haven. I had a penthouse balcony suite? Yeah. And pretty much that means everybody else just had like balcony inside or ocean view or whatever. Now they came up to my room. They hung out in my room. And, we did stuff. However, since I'm the only one in the Haven, if they wanted to eat with me, I would have had to ask permission from concierge, apparently. And then they would have to pay the upcharge to eat at the Haven restaurants with me. Like, there's only one Haven restaurant, but the chef there cooks better food than all the rest of the restaurants on the ship. So the other thing is, if I order food from the Haven and I have them bring it back to my room, the butler's supposed to go ahead and put a white cloth on my table that's in my room for me to eat, set it up, just like regular dining table and what have you, and just bring me the food from the Haven anytime I want. But that's what my butler was supposed to do. Needless to say, he never put the tablecloth down, but he kept me reloaded with snacks all the time, so I was okay with that. He did make me mad one day when I can technically order unlimited food because I clearly paid to be in this room, like everybody else did. But I'm in the Haven, so like limits do not apply. Well, I made a phone call and I asked for like 2 things that were duplicated on the menu, and he kicked back. Oh, do you have somebody in your room? Because you can't order more than like 4 things. I said, no. What I'm tired of is I'm tired every time I get hungry at 9 o'clock, the Haven is closed. So I'm going to order more food right now so I can have it on the side waiting for me to come back to my room after I'm done doing whatever I want to do, whether it's a show or go hang out with the rest of the crew or something like that. Because if I don't like dinner, I'm going to be hungry later. Also, these folks I was hanging out with, love them dearly. However, we ate dinner a lot earlier than I would ever eat on my own. So I got hungry at night. And I was not trying to get stuck on BLTs and eating out of the only restaurant that was open. I want real food. On ticket 45. Almost done, y'all. Almost done. Promise. So, it was an interesting experience to have like my own butler who could get me what I want. Oh, I did have to... Okay, I was told the butler will do whatever you want. Teehee. So, you would never believe what I asked my butler to do because I needed help and I had no other choice because I couldn't reach. I was trying to get into this one dress that I bought from Shein, and it has a side zipper, and I did not realize it had a side zipper. I tried taking it off and putting it on, but I couldn't get it over like my hips without, almost trying to pop the zipper. So I'm like, well, crap. So I called my butler. And I'm like, hey, I need a favor. Can you come here? And then he's like, what you need? I'm like, I need you to pull this zipper. So he helped me get in my dress. It was the funniest thing ever. And like, he looked at me and I'm like, look, we are only going to get closer for about 2 seconds. I just need to get in this dress so I can go eat dinner with the fam. That's all that matters right now. So he helped me get in the dress. It was funny. But yes, I totally called my butler for that. No lie. And yes, I did tip him very well afterward. Don't even ask. But hey, I got him to help me in a dress. That mattered. You get to go up a few notches if you help me with something that's important. Because I was not about to risk my dinner looks for this whole time because my makeup matched this dress and I am not going to get out of this dress at this time. It was going to be dress or bust, damn it. So something was going to have to give. And I did not want to go stand in the hallway and try to flag down another chick to try and get the zipper up. So I called the butler. I really did. Would I do it again? Hell yeah. I'd do it again. Let's see. What else did I learn while I was on the cruise ship? Oh, casino sucked balls. I had no jackpots. No. He can eat anytime. Okay, so my room phone number goes straight to his cell phone number. So if I call him for anything, he answers that phone. I have butler 24/7. And they also have to be in butler attire with the penguin suit and the little tails behind it. Oh yes, fully dressed. It was the funniest thing. I was like, y'all gotta get dressed like that at night? Why y'all wearing that monkey suit for? And he's like, well, this is our uniform for night. And I'm like, oh. So you're required to wear the monkey suit. Yeah. Okay. So technically, if you're my butler and you're supposed to do anything that I ask, if I tell you take off the monkey suit for the rest of the entire time we're on this cruise, can you do that? Because you look extremely uncomfortable right now in this suit. He's like, technically, yeah. But someone would probably say something. Maybe they're like, where's your uniform? I'm like, all right, fine. I won't pull that plug on that one. But I think you need a bigger suit because you look very uncomfortable in that one. Very, very uncomfortable. He goes, yeah, you're right. I'm like, okay. So, we were cool. Now, the stateroom stewardess, okay, so the butler is on call and the stateroom stewardess is actually on call too. So the stateroom stewardess, he's the guy that comes around and cleans up your room. And they actually come to my room twice because, you know, when you have like a king size bed, you have this like stupid foot thingy. It's like just this like quarter of a sheet thing they put at the end of your bed for no reason. I hate that thing. The duvet cover, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's dumb. It collects like a lot of dust and you really don't need that on your bed because it's always just sitting on the side. It's never, it's not really for real use. So this thing in its existence somehow ended up on my bed and then also removed off my bed. So that means my stewardess came in twice to do his stuff. Well, the stewardess is a different breed. This man was smart and slick at the same time. He would organize all my makeup that I put on the side. He figured out that some of it was like half empty, so he put it all in a cup upside down. So like when I went to use it, it was always going to squeeze out the bottle. I was like, oh, that's so nice. You pay attention. You must really want that gratuity. But you pay attention. Oh. So like usually, like stewardess, whenever I had them before, they really don't mess with like your stuff in the bathroom. But it was interesting. Now, the only thing this man did piss me off, every time I left the room, he always unplugged it so the air would stop. I get it. They're supposed to. Blah, blah, blah. Don't mean they have to. It was hot. And then it also means that shit didn't charge in my room. That did not go very well for me. Especially if I left my phone in the room. Let's see. What else? Oh, yeah. One of the first things that I did to christen the room was to go ahead and play with the espresso machine. Now, how can you mess up the espresso machine? Well, let me tell you how you do that. Espresso machine has two buttons, but I only saw one button. There's a button on the left, and then there's a button on the right. And it's a whole rounded espresso machine. She put the little pot in there just like a Keurig. Well, apparently, I didn't see the button to the left. I only saw the button to the right. I pushed the button to the right, and then I picked a small cup because they gave two sets of cups. Taller cups for more liquid and shorter cups for less liquid. if you wanted a shot form. Well, I put the little shot glass under there and pushed the bigger button. Needless to say, it boiled over. It was great. It was great. So, the first mission of meeting my butler was, the espresso machine does not have directions. Explain me. What am I doing wrong? 5 on this one. So, he had to tell me what to do with it, and I felt bad because it kind of like boiled over, as I said. So he's like, oh, don't worry about it. When I come in, I'll clean it up. I'm like, okay. We're like, I killed the espresso machine. It wasn't even 5 minutes, y'all. I felt bad. But it was still funny. Let's see. What other shenanigans? Oh, I told the casino staff about themselves and about their little poop casino, since I can't get a jackpot, and I'm like, make this make sense. I am playing max bet, and I cannot hit one jackpot on this shit. Yo shit is broken beyond control. I'm watching Low Betting Sally over here hit 3,000 off a machine off a freaking 60 cent. And I'm over here at like $12 a hit, and I can't hit a damn thing. Make that make sense. I can't even hit more than like 200, 250. Oh, lo and behold, I was pissed. I wasn't even quarter pissed. It was mostly pissed. So I went over to casino staff. This man goes, oh, you can get a service, or you can get dinner for free, or you can do this, or you can do that, you know, with as much as you played so far. I said, you got me messed up. So you know what we gonna do? Hey, we got a times 10er. So I said, what you gonna do? You gonna pay for my meal at the steakhouse. I'm gonna tell them it's on the casino. Y'all gonna pay for that. And then you're going to tell me how much other money that you got left for me. I'm going to go and book. Ooh, it does exist. It's in the last end of the book. Look at that, $50. Oh my God. Oh my God. $50 whole dollars. So, told the one casino host, I want Moscato to my room, because y'all tripping. You won't open a bottle of Moscato. I'm trying to make me buy it by the bottle. So I want a bottle of Moscato for free. And I want that in my room. And then I want 3 sets of strawberries in my room. Chocolate covered strawberries. And then I'm going to go get 2 massages at that damn spa. Y'all going to pay for it. And whatever money's left, y'all gonna let me go buy some jewelry over in the jewelry store. And then he goes, well, I mean, you're not done playing yet. Oh, no, I'm done. I'm done. You gonna start comping me now. I'm done. So I got everything I wanted in about a ring. Thanks, y'all. So, yes. Let me tell you this much. As I like Norwegian, their casinos really suck. Carnival, that's where it's at. You want nice hits, big wins, small and alike. Small, big, it don't matter. You just play to play. It's Carnival. It ain't Norwegian. That's for damn sure. And I am fully aware my play is worthy for probably about 4 more havens from 2 damn cruise ships. Actually, over a 5-year period, my play gets divvied out 3 times. So, yeah, I should be covered for about 6 different cruise ships from 2. So, yeah, still mad, still very mad. I have a Carnival one coming up soon. And you know what? At least Carnival gives me free money. Norwegian didn't even... No, Norwegian did give me free money. Didn't matter. It wasn't going nowhere. Oh, that's the other thing. Forgot to mention. So as I said, the casino sucked. Oh my god. They even got different roulette tables. You want to talk about some total fuckery? Oh my god. Roulette. Standard roulette wheel. 0 and 00 at opposite ends of the wheel. 0 and 00 are next to each other on their wheel. Who does that? That ain't like that on the land casino. Ain't no way. So that was not fun. So needless to say, I couldn't even pull a roulette win either. And as soon as they see you winning, they call in their cleaning crew so they can go ahead and take away all your wins just for the hell of it. Because they are quick to switch dealers like no tomorrow. Oh, we got one of these. I think it's a 10-bucker. 2 and a 2. 24. 2. And an 18. 10 bucks. Let's see. We got 8 more tickets to go. What else did I learn? Norwegian still has mostly uncultured other folks riding. They have actually acquired more black folks. Because, I mean, when I was on my first 2 cruises, they really did not have as many black folks as they had now. They have decided now to do more integrated shows. So, we actually had a black comedian. Before, we did not have them. Let's see. What else was different? The restaurants were practically the same. Hey, you sleeping over there? Yeah. Restaurants were practically the same. No real changes. Oh, they did have an adult pool, adult designated pool, and a kid designated pool, which was cool. I never even made it to play in the 3D Galaxy place, because it was a separate charge. So I heard from some of the crew that they are actually going to bring the Joy into dry dock, and they're going to remove that Galaxy thing, and they're going to expand the spa, because the spa does not have a thermal suite, which means it doesn't have a place for you to relax. So there's like no hot rocks, there's no saunas, there's no hot tubs. I don't know when they're going to do it. I just heard that they're going to do it. But it still ain't going to fix the trash ass casino. Guarantee you that. Here we go. 10 bucks. 3 10s. Is there anything else down here? Start up on this one. So, the Panama Canal was different. When we actually arrived at the Panama Canal, no joke. So, I did the train around the Panama Canal. I did not want to go ahead and wake up early at 4 in the morning to get my behind off the ship so I can go be on the little dinghy in the middle of the Panama Canal and do the levee thing. So, we went around it. Get this, guys. I didn't know this was a thing. So, ships have to pay to use the canal. I thought it was free. I really thought it was free. It is not free. Thank you, Vince. Appreciate it. We're almost done, though. Have a few more left. All right. So 10 it is up here. Nothing else. So, if you are a ship, ships pay about $800,000 to go through the Panama Canal one way, guys. One way. Don't forget to subscribe, all my new folks over here. I know there's a lot of y'all that's come in and visit and stuff like that, but I haven't seen y'all go ahead and subscribe. So what I thought was really interesting is the fact that about 30 ships go through the Panama Canal. Now, there is the new Panama Canal that's this side, and there's the old Panama Canal that side. The new Panama Canal can hold bigger ships compared to the old one. The old one is the one that has those little rail cars on a train that everybody sees, and they're like, oh, that's the Panama Canal. That's so cool. Well, on the other side, the new one, they don't do that. They don't need like little escorters on the sides to make sure they don't bump or anything. They just use the big old tugboats. So ships pay between $100,000 and a few million to get through the Panama Canal. One way. One way. They also have to schedule it to be done. Welcome. I appreciate you stopping by. They have to pay... I don't know who they actually have to pay. I think it's like the Panama government they gotta pay. Even though we, America, we still actually guard the Panama Canal. But we're not running it. We sold it back, even though we're a part of the reason why the Panama Canal exists. We sold it back because it was not benefiting our country trying to operate it. Dang, I thought that was going to be the 200 for one time. Nope. So the Panama Canal is actually a man-made canal. So if you let all the water run out, it will be nothing but like an empty forest. The only reason why there's levees there is because we pump the water up there. So we got to keep refilling the water and having it cycle to go back up there in order to get the ships going from one side to the other side. And this was just one side of the Panama Canal. There's two sides to it. We didn't get to see the other side. But we took a train all around the side of the Panama Canal, which is cool. The train gave us nasty snacks, was not impressed. And then, this is what you shouldn't do in a third world country. Don't charge people for water. Don't charge people for water. If I already paid for your excursion, don't tell me coffee is free on a 90-degree day and then I gotta pay you for water. That don't make me feel better. That's trifling. That's real trifling. That makes me angry. And then you give a snack, and one of the snack is this tiny sandwich that, due to not having water, you would choke on this dry sandwich. Yeah. So you get set up to choke, so you have to buy the water. That's exactly what I just said. That is not a joke. So yes, needless to say, it was an entertaining adventure, to say the least, with the Panama Canal. When we arrived, so we stood at the Panama Canal for a little bit before we actually got onto the train. So what all happened was the Epic was going through... No, the Encore was going through the Panama Canal. And then they were going to park in the Panama Canal and I guess do some shore excursions and stuff. 13. It is $10. Anything else? Nope, 10. May have hit $200. May have hit $200. I'm not sure. Got quite a few 10s. If not at 200, kind of close. So there are shore excursions you can do in the Panama Canal. But I wanted to really see what it was like, just going around it. So it was really cool. Nothing really but a bunch of water. And just seeing like all the broken trees that would have been a giant forest. So it was a different experience. It was very humbling just to see man-made's job at work. What else? Aruba. Oh. Got 2 10s, 2 2s. 29, 14, and a 22. So I got 2, 10, no 1, and the 119. So I got 2 here, 2, 2, 2, and 2 for 10. We got 2 more left. Yep. 2 more left. Aruba was nice, but didn't have a shore excursion in Aruba or Curacao. I saved the lady in Grand Cayman? Yeah. So I saved the lady in Grand Cayman. I was at our first stop. I already saved the lady, and she wasn't even from our cruise ship. What happened was we all got off the boat, and then I went to the right, and I was trying to find a restaurant to eat at just so I could try some local food. Found this restaurant, I think it was like Sharky's or something, and the restaurant was on the 2nd floor, but it was outside, but it was covered, so you didn't actually get all of the elements, and they had fans. But it was a very hot day. It was like still 90 degrees. So I put my fan around my neck, because I had a neck fan, and just a USB charging neck fan. I take it everywhere because it's too hot in the South for me. Like, you think Florida hot? No. Equator hot. It's hot. That's like hell on wheels down there. So there's a husband and a wife, and they're sitting diagonal to me. Like diagonal that way. I order my appetizer and everything, and I see him come in. The wife is red. Alright? Okay, she's pink at this point. So she starts fanning herself like this a little bit. And she's apparently not getting air from the ceiling because where they're at is not a good spot for the fan. She asks her husband, can he switch with her? So he switches with her, and she's still fanning herself. Now she's starting to turn red. So, flag down the waitress. Damn it, I thought I was finally going to get another 100. Flag the waitress down, and so she orders water, but the lady doesn't really hurry up trying to get her water. So this lady is turning red. I am just looking at her, and I'm like, I couldn't forgive myself if I let this lady have to go to the hospital, and I know I could have done something. So I gave her my neck fan. I said, just wear this for a little bit. You look like you're really hot, and I don't want you to ruin your vacation. Just wear this for a bit and then give it back to me. So she did. And about 20 or 30 minutes later, her husband brought it back to me and offered to pay for my whole meal. And I'm like, I got an appetizer and a meal and drink. You don't have to do that. But no, he offered it. And the wife said, you don't know how correct you were about me about to pass out. So I saved that lady from a trip to the ambulance. Because she was really starting to look like she was going to go. So, luckily, I at least had something there for her. But I always pack like that, where I have stuff for other people, not just for me. If it's needed. So, they gave me hugs and they said thank you. And then the next table over, they said thank you as well. And I don't think they were related, but they just saw what I did. So they just thought it was a very nice gesture. There's a 50. Let me zoom out on this one. There's the 5, 10. I was not expecting to end up helping a lady. And then guess what? She is not on our cruise ship. So she is actually on the celebrity cruise ship that was parked next to us. So I saved somebody. Yeah. I felt special. Alright. Here we go. So highest win was a $50 ticket. So yeah, $150. This is a 20. So we're at 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, and I got these 5s. 160, 170, 180, 185. So I got more than half the book back because the whole book was $300. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad, and it's not $75. That does count. So I am not sure if I'm going to buy the other book I thought about, because I was actually considering buying the Gold Rush book, the $10 Gold Rush book, and play with that one, but I don't know when either. I will keep y'all updated on my community page. But currently, so some of y'all are aware, I do actually vlog for like my cruises and stuff. So I actually do have a cruising channel too. Now some of y'all are close friends on here and you already know about it. But if you're interested to learn more about cruises or some of the experiences that I've been on, just shoot me a message. I mean, you can respond under any post and I can respond to it and then hide it and then let you know what my cruising channel is. And you will know from that point. But you are welcome to subscribe onto my cruising channel because I'm trying to get my 1,000 subscribers on there too. I'm trying to be like one of the big boys and be important. I would like to be one of the most recognized ladies for cruising if I could, but it's gonna take a while, so it's a journey. But anyways, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this whole entire time. Y'all been stuck with me for 2.5 hours trying to get through this book of Clay, and I appreciate it. Thanks for listening to all my stories and not being like, oh my god, shut up. But I appreciate y'all. I will be back. I'm not sure when or what I'm going to have yet. But I will be back. Thank you guys for watching. And have a good night, y'all. Bye. Till next time.